factor is human intelligence. Hey, I know this dude in Gaza, and I talked to him last week, and he says there's a lot of activity happening here and there, but they knew about these shipments. They knew about like certain things happening, and the fact that they allowed the border is porous. I mean, they took a bulldozer and made a huge hole in it.
Yeah.
Okay, and they used paragliders to avoid detection. So I'm sorry, you can do all you want with AI, but when you completely fail, like they did in Yom Kippur 50 years ago, the exact same thing happened. And they're meant to have this amazing intelligence and military and advanced systems, and they fail with the basic things. Hi, welcome to another podcast for AI Chat. My name is Nico, and my partner is...
Hello, this is Sean.
And what number podcast is this?
This is going to be our 7th episode, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, great. So we got a lot to talk about, and I want to also describe my new title and position at NTI. I am now a AI integrator and a prompt engineer. Some new terms that are fresh and I think are going to impact our future, where we are focusing on the medical business. So a product called MedNexus is going to be our main solution, and it's going to apply AI to the medical industry in ways that people haven't experienced in the past. Like, for example, in the medications tab, it will actually update and go into check to see if you've got any conflicts with the medication you're taking. So it won't be some website you have to go to. It's going to be actually real time. And also, there'll be a way for you to talk to an avatar or an assistant concerning any questions you have. If you want to have a talk about in real time, that is, to discuss how you're feeling. And one of the main components of applying AI to the medical industry is that AI won't replace jobs, because there's a lack of personnel, there's a lack of people that are available and studying to go into the business. And as we have an aging population, the need for medical help is going to increase. So this will kind of alleviate that. And also the wait times, where you call to make an appointment and you can't see anybody for a month. You have a
Do you know,
person.
Nico, the ratio currently at which I think, is it mostly Gen X is aging into 65 plus?
Hmm.
I believe it's every 10 seconds someone's turning 65.
Yeah, and this problem is not just a US problem, it's in Europe, where now you can buy a house in Sicily for €1 because all the young people have left these towns to find jobs in cities, and all the old people are dying and leaving these homes abandoned. And I think even Japan, I think they destroy like 1,000 homes a month because there are just so many homes that are abandoned. So this is a global phenomena.
Yeah, and I think someone even asked us that. We were having a similar conversation, and someone asked, why would they allow you to purchase a house for $1 or €1? And it just shows that, we're not even aware of the shift in... can you touch on that more? The shift in the population and the age?
Yeah, so there's a lot of factors too. Is that young and especially more advanced societies, they only want to have one child. A lot of people don't want to have children. Marriages are down, so the shift from low populations. And what's really ironic, and I've been told that I can't use the word ironic because I don't use it in the proper way. But China, for decades, has had this policy of one child only.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's come to bite them in the behind because they have a shrinking population. They don't have the workforce they had before. And you can't just turn this around in a year or two. It takes decades. So that was interesting how it played out where it didn't actually work to their advantage. So anyway, I've got two videos to show you and also new features of Google search. And so let's go and play the two videos. Well, I'll play one, we'll go to other topics, and then we'll go back again. So this is number 6. We actually want to go to number 5. Oh, you know what? Hang on a second. I have to stop sharing and enable the audio.
Fair enough.
So let's start it. Hi, welcome to a new session on AI tools. I want to show you how you can actually communicate verbally with ChatGPT. So to enable the new setting, you go to your, and this only works on iOS devices, or I'm not sure about Android, to tell you the truth. So you go to your settings and click on new features and enable voice conversations. So let's start the session. All you do is you hit this little headset. Hi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How can I assist you further?
I'm getting my Social Security check now, but I still work and I get a W-2. Do I still get taxed on my income from the Social Security check?
Yes, if you receive Social Security benefits and also have additional income, like from a W 2 job, a portion of your Social Security benefits might be taxable. Here's a brief overview. 1, you need to determine your combined income. This includes your adjusted gross income from sources like your W 2, any non taxable interest, and half of your Social Security benefits. 2, based on your combined income. If you're single or filing as head of household,
I'm filing head of household, and do you know what the percentage is of the tax on the Social Security?
yes, if you're filing as head of household and receiving Social Security benefits while also having additional income. If your combined income, adjusted gross income plus non taxable interest, plus half of your Social Security benefits is between $25,000 and $34,000, you may have to pay income tax on up to 50% of your benefits. If your combined income exceeds $34,000,
Okay, thank you. Another topic. I have a YouTube channel and I want more subscribers.
it sounds like you're providing an income figure of $54,000. If you're filing
New question.
with a tax professional or use reliable tax software, they can help you understand exactly.
I have another question.
I'm glad we're on the same page. If you have any more questions or need clarification on any topic, just let me know. I'm here to help.
Thank you. I have a YouTube channel and I would like to find out how to get more subscribers.
That's great to hear. Having a YouTube channel is a wonderful way to share content, connect with an audience, and even build a brand or business. How can I assist you with your YouTube channel? Are you looking for tips on growth, content ideas, or something else?
growth. I need more subscribers.
Growing your subscriber count on YouTube can be challenging, but with the right strategies, you can see significant growth. Here are some actionable tips to help increase your subscribers. 1. Create high quality content. This is the foundation. Ensure your videos offer value, entertainment, or both. 2. Engage with your audience. Reply to comments, conduct polls, and consider feedback. When viewers feel connected, they're more likely to subscribe. 3. Consistent posting schedule. Viewers are more likely to subscribe if they know when to expect new content. 4. Use catchy thumbnails and titles. These should be engaging but not clickbait. They're your first impressions, so make them count. Number 5, collaborate with other creators. This exposes your channel to a new audience who might be interested in your content. 6, promote on other platforms. Share snippets, behind the scenes looks, or full videos on social media platforms, blogs, or websites. 7, create playlists. This encourages viewers to watch more of your content in one go, increasing.
Okay, thank you. That's all I need to know.
You're welcome.
So after you're done, it actually creates a script of everything that was said, which is really useful. So I think this example of how you can just verbally ask questions of ChatGPT is quite powerful. I was impressed. You just have to figure out how to kind of interrupt or tell it to stop if it's saying too much about the same topic. But I think this is an amazing tool, and I think that this will change everything. So keep watching our YouTube, subscribe, click to be notified. Okay, so like I said, I've been using this for like 3 days now, and it's actually my assistant on my iPad next to me. I ask any question, and it knows about people. And I think once you can kind of override sometimes if it goes on too much, but I think detail.
Yeah, I like that little tap to interrupt, or even as you started to just vocalize, speak, it would sort of recognize, hey, someone's communicating to me, and it would stop.
Yeah, it's I think it's crazy amazing. And actually, one of the products that we're developing is that system very similar to this, where the patient can conversation. As you can see, it's something that's here now. It's not the future. It's the past and it's the present and the future. So, do you want to do your presentation, Sean, and then we'll come back to a second video?
Yes, sure.
So I'm going to stop sharing. Tell me when you're ready.
Go ahead. And I will share screen 1. Oh, wait. I guess. All right. So, another interesting touch on integrating AI into society.
Oh, by the way, Go Forget is our sponsor. It's a solution we created internally, so don't forget to mention that.
Yes. GoForget.com. Let's check it out real quick. You can visit the website. There's a quick 5-6 minute demo. And we've also gone through a couple examples as well in previous episodes of the podcast. And essentially what I've done here is I've logged in and I've hypothesized, or I've essentially created the scenario which is sort of unfolding over the last couple days in Israel and also in the Palestine region. Unfortunately, there's a large battle. Israel's declared war on Palestinian Hamas militant groups, And I've asked, how would we foresee the next 2 weeks playing out in a situation that it unfolded as it has? And so, of course, there's a bit of a precursor that the response gives, and that this is stating that it's a fictional scenario. So, in a scenario where Hamas militants manage to surpass Israel's security measures and initiate a series of attacks on Israeli territories, a chain of events would unfold over the next 2 weeks, leading to a heightened conflict between the warring countries. Amidst this turmoil, the utilization of AI would play a significant role in the shaping of the strategies employed by both sides. Week 1: Escalation and retaliation. Hamas militants initially launched a surprise attack on Israeli territories, targeting civilian areas and military installations. That's sounding very similar to what's actually going on. Attacks caused panic and chaos amongst the Israeli population, leading to a swift response from the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces. Also true, or reflective of reality. Counteroffensive. IDF, utilizing their advanced military capabilities, launches a massive counteroffensive. So we'll see, to the extent that this plays out, how accurate this holds. We are already starting to see this. There's been a swift response. I think current estimates are saying we have seen 200 plus casualties of Israeli citizens, as well as more than 2,000 injuries. And similarly has been, I guess, returned from the Israeli side into the Gaza region. So they launch a massive counteroffensive against Hamas in the Gaza Strip, and they're starting to utilize their AI-powered surveillance systems, which they've had up for a few months now. And we can get into this into another episode. And the drones also assist in identifying and neutralizing potential threats and minimizing collateral damage. So it continues with AI-driven intelligence. In week 2, we see international involvement. Yes, what are going to be the cascading effects? What countries get involved? What countries choose to stay out of the conflict? This is all going to be unfolding over the next couple of weeks. What technological advancements are driven and pushed by this? Are we going to see technology that's been essentially waiting for a moment like this to be demonstrated? I think there's a lot more to come. Cyber warfare. So very, very interesting that we're able to get a response like this from Go Forget. What are your thoughts on this, Nico?
Yeah, it's obviously we like the results of Go Forget. The whole point of Go Forget was to facilitate and ask the correct questions of ChatGPT, because that's the biggest frustration people have. They get the wrong answer because they don't know how to ask the question, and that's what Go Forget does. But what's interesting is, first of all, the Israeli intelligence, including human intelligence, was totally void. And one of the things I think is Hamas has learned from the Ukrainian war, is I saw footage where in Israel they have these automated machine guns, okay, that are on a tower, and they are meant to sense, intruders and shoot. But what happens?
I wish I could say I was about to find out.
Let me mute this, but I just want to have this playing in the background while you're describing it.
Yeah, so the Hamas used drones to drop bombs, little bombs on top of the machine guns and blow them up. And then they used paragliders to avoid detection. So I think that AI can have a bigger role because it's difficult to monitor the borders. But I think that the lack of knowledge or action on data that I think they had already about shipments didn't happen. So this is
Right. I mean, the AI implementation, the tools, the algorithms, they're only going to be as effective as, sort of infrastructure and the like the basis of knowledge already being utilized on a human level. So yeah.
And by the way, we're not experts warfare, but our angle is AI, and how can AI protect us but not intrude on us and still give us liberties? So that's
Yeah, and what role can AI potentially play in de-escalation over the next weeks and hopefully a shorter time period than months, but we shall see as things unfold.
Okay, so the next topic is a second video using in ChatGPT. So if you want to stop sharing, I'll start.
Sure. Oh, the thing seemed to have disappeared for me. Can you, if you want, just kick me out of it? Oh, there it is. It's all the way on my other screen.
Okay, so let's see. Video number 6. Let's just go ahead and play it.
Sure.
So, welcome to this tutorial. By the way, there's some background noise because I'm actually walking around, going to my garage to demonstrate how you can use this tool. For AI tools, which discusses the new features of ChatGPT. One is the new camera and image on the left-hand side. So if I click the camera, I was trying to find out how to adjust the height of the handlebar of my new bicycle. What I'll do is I'll take a picture of that, confirm that the picture is what I want. Then I want to give instructions to it with audio, with my voice instead of typing. So I can put this on here. Could you tell me how to adjust the handlebars of my new bicycle for height? So then I hit the up arrow. Added a bit of text at the beginning, so let's hope that it takes it on. Oh, that's good. Adjusting the handlebars of the bike, common task. So it's doing this analysis and responding based on the image that I took. I think it looks like it's on the right track and doing exactly what I want. So do you understand how this changes the playing field? Like analyzing images, getting instructions on how to do something just by taking a picture of your bicycle. I think this is pretty amazing. So, looks like it's telling us exactly what to do. So let's go and try another example. I'm going to stop. New chat. So let's see, I want to hit the image icon. Oh, this will be interesting. Like, for example, we were at Legoland. Let's see, and this is a new Legoland that's for San Diego. I'm going to add this picture. Again, I'm going to ask the question, where is this image taken? Where's the picture? And I think this is unfair because this is actually a new exhibit at Legoland in Carlsbad.
Right.
Always remember to hit the...
How can it know if it hasn't seen it?
That's true, yeah. But it does do some analysis afterwards. So it does say it's a Marriott Vacation Club. So identify that for me. So it couldn't, it's a new exhibition, Legoland in Carlsbad, California. guess it was an unfair disadvantage to tell it that it's a new exhibition. That makes sense. Legoland parks are known for the detailed miniature models made out of Lego bricks, presenting various famous landmarks and urban scenes. So that's pretty cool. What if we go to a new chat? Let's upload an image. Let's see. Hats. So here's a art. This I think this was the chair that was in the trash. Did you get my drift? It's basically you can use ChatGPT now to analyze. Yeah. So, what do you think of that, Sean?
That's, I mean, the first word that pops into mind is fun. Like, that's fun. Like, you could spend a while just doing that because it's like it felt very conversational, and even in the middle, I was almost thinking of this scenario where I'm sure everyone's maybe had a similar experience. Maybe they are the person that didn't know, or the other person was the one who didn't know. And what I'm talking about is, let's say you're having a conversation with someone and you're like, oh, hey, did you see this concert, or did you hear about this event happening at, the place down the road? And, either you have no idea or the person has no idea, but then they continue describing it and they give you a couple key details from the event, like the date or some timing, and you're like, and so it was like, for me, it was similar. Like it said, oh, right, of course it's Legoland. And then it obviously, once it knows, okay, I'm looking at Legoland, it just pulled up everything it knew on Legoland. It was like, just dropped it in so casually. So
yeah,
it's interesting.
It's meant to be a conversation, and that's why I think it'll be a very cool tool. But everything's accelerating. All these new things are happening right now, in the sense that this new feature was released, I think, beginning of this week.
Yeah, I think this is also going to potentially lead to a resurgence in the and ChatGPT was very, very, very high demand, high popularity. Servers, you couldn't even get onto them back in April and May, and that's tethered down a bit, or teetered down. So this might be a resurgence to that.
So just quickly on this other topic is I wrote a white paper about implementing AI in the medical industry. And my main question I ask when I'm talking to a new client is, how do you envision AI integration within your organization's framework and solutions?
Mm-hmm. How beneficial would it be for our team to conduct a comprehensive evaluation of your establishment? That's great.
Yeah, and then I go down to certain things that could be done. So it gives in detail, enhanced diagnosis and treatment planning. So this is something that we're going to really focus on, and I think it's a really exciting new arena. And then one last thing I have, and that is on a new feature of Google Search. You'll notice that there's a camera icon here. So you can basically go and upload a picture. And let's see, I'll go to downloads. And we make sure, oh, you know what we could do? Oh, I know what it is. We can say we go to Google search. I'm going to cancel this and say, I'm not looking for shorts, and say I have some shorts, and I want to get this exact short, okay? And say I'm kind of going backwards on this, but say we
Right.
took a
Say
picture.
someone gave you the image, or you took a picture in the store, but you didn't know what store you were in for some reason. I didn't know I walked into Lululemon, but I was there.
Yeah, so say I took a picture of this, and I go back and say, you can drag or upload file. I'll go to, one thing I hate about sometimes the Mac, I use the desktop a lot and it doesn't realize that. So what it'll do, it'll take that image and go and look for anything similar that's being sold and give you a link, and you can go and buy it.
Yeah. And look at that. The first link with a price tag shows you that same Lululemon webpage.
Or this cheaper version here of the Asos.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, this is a cool little feature in Google search now, and I think that it's kind of interesting.
So
because
is this an improvement on Google image
Sure,
search?
Mhm.
What's the change now? You
Yeah,
used to not be able to do this, put an image in and it would give you I thought you could do reverse image search, or was it?
I don't know. Maybe I was just oblivious to the camera icon.
I don't think they used to not have that icon. That's correct. But anyway, maybe something to look into. Maybe I'm sure they've probably made some improvements too to since they changed it to Google Lens now. That's a new naming.
You got your phone and you want to buy something and you see in front of you, or you want to get a replacement part. Oh, and something else with ChatGPT is, say you have a picture of a bicycle and it's broken. You can take a picture of the broken bicycle and say, how do I fix it? And actually in real estate, I discovered this tool, I think it was like last year, where you can take a picture of a house that you're interested in buying, and it'll give you an estimate of the repairs required to bring that house up to standards. So these are all very useful tools because normally when you're buying a house, you have to get home inspection, you get an appraiser. So I think all those tools can be used effectively to identify, or say you have a car that has damage. If you've been in a slight accident, take a picture of the damaged part and say how much would it cost to fix. And that way you have a number in your head, because normally insurance companies will reach out to auto repair shops. And as you know, they're overinflated. Like, I remember my wife had an accident and they totaled the car, and I didn't think it needed to be totaled, but I just think that this is going to change the playing field in the sense of knowing. Or imagine this: say instead of an image, it was a video, and your car was making an odd noise,
Right.
and you recorded that noise and asked it to diagnose the issue. I mean, I can go on and on. This is a brave new world that is rapidly being changed under our feet, with unfortunately the majority of people unaware. And what and I read an article, was actually Barnes and Noble, and read a magazine article about rethinking and assessing how organizations have to train people to take advantage, the employees take advantage of AI. So that's huge. When companies are realizing now that they have to train their employees to integrate AI into their business, everybody's thinking about it. And that's where we come in. And hopefully, the future is bright and we can take an approach to AI that is useful, helpful, and clean, and none of the scare tactics, and
Yeah, I mean, yes, there are many unknowns, and who knows where all things will necessarily lead. But nothing has changed between a world with AI in the state that it's in, and a world without. It's just the rules are being updated, so it's an acclimation period, and yeah, I think ultimately we'll have a lot of good that comes from you know the additional help that we can get from AI.
Okay, well, let's wrap it up. It was fun talking to you. Hopefully you watch this YouTube, subscribe, like, get notified of upcoming videos. And the goal is to make at least one a week. We'll try and increase that later, but there's always a lot of content to discuss.
Oh yeah, there's more than we can even get through in an episode. So that's been another episode of AI Chat, and we will see you guys on the next one. Subscribe, like, and let us know what you think. Thank you guys.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Recording stopped.